Hello. Welcome back to the stream, guys. Welcome back. We are live again and we are ready to go. Yes, sir, I do have all the information I need. I am good to go. We are ready to start streaming, ready for some flying and exploring the world as it comes along. Are you ready? Are you ready to go where we need to be going? I'm going to be flying first to this place that our dear subscriber Mr. Vigo wants us to fly to. It is supposed to be just some out of Schiphol airport. So let me put that as arrival. Let me do that again. Let me put that as arrival. And let's put runway 36 center as our departure. So that should give us we should know exactly where we're flying to. Brilliant. On that front, we're flying the Beechcraft Bonanza G36 and we know exactly where we need to go. So let's jump into the flying mode, or should we? How has been your day? It has been a crazy day at my end. Tell me how it's been at yours, and let's get some conversations going. Let's go together at it, Vigo. Let's have some fun together. We'll see how it turns out to be. It should be fine. It should be good. We should be ready to go. Pretty chill day. Yeah, I mean that's what matters. Yeah. I had a chill day. I had a pretty busy one at that. But no worries there. We are ready to rock and roll. Almost ready. Take off. I did check it out, that spot that you want me to fly to. Other than that, once we're done with that, we'll also explore Amsterdam as a whole. But for that, first of all, place where you want me to be flying to, then we should be good. Next up after this is a flight in the US that I have planned. क्या हाल है? बढ़िया है सर, एकदम बढ़िया है. Welcome to the stream. Sure. Yep, I think I'll head up to New York, explore the Manhattan area before we head on back to Amsterdam or the country wherever you want us to be flying to.
Tower Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf ready at
runway 24
departing straight out.
So what I've noticed is that once you load simulator, you'll see my top left. You'll see that the frames fall by a really strong margin. But you give it a second for the game to load up properly. I think it's still processing a lot of stuff while it's loading. So once it's done loading that, the frames pick up. As of now it's 10 frames per second, but it should pick up. See, now it's 21. That's playable. That is something that I am okay with. So I'm going to be starting up. We're in this beautiful Beechcraft Barrett. The cockpit looks pretty well modeled, and let's head on for some outside views. Ooh, that reflection. It's absolutely epic. Drop down to 2 frames, 7 frames there. It's slowly picking back up, and we're good. We're good again. This aircraft is looking absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let's head back right back in. We have a caution message flashing, which is the pitot heat. Okay, where is pitot heat? Let's remove this and get our pitot heat to on, which is done. Brilliant. Let's bring back our yoke and let's go. Our park brake is now off, and let's add some power. You'll be able to see our RPMs over there rising slowly, ever so slowly. Around 1200 is when we should start moving, which we do. Perfect. Still picking up. We are going, we are rolling, and takeoff power is now set. Zoom out for the full view, and it's absolutely, we're rolling on 3.6 center. There is 70 knots. That's our takeoff speed. So let's rotate out of here and let's go. That's a positive rate of climb, so gear goes up. Just about 400 feet above the ground right now, which is something that I would want to maintain, since we need to be looking at some areas. So that is the altitude that I'm going to be maintaining. Let's head on towards the area that our friend wanted us to fly towards. I'm assuming do let me know. I'm assuming I'm headed on the right path. I think I am. Let me head outside for a better understanding of where I'm headed. Looks like I'm headed on the right path. Let me slow it down a notch so that we don't get too crazy in here. Actually, you know what? I'm right. I'm sure this is right. Our that little arrow thing on the top tells us we should be flying at a heading of 360 to head where we need to be heading. So let's take it at that side. I'm sure there's something I'm not doing right, because that lake which is close to that area is a lot bigger than that one. No worries, we'll find a way. Flying at 1000 feet, should be able to maintain that. This is Amsterdam. Beautiful, beautiful Amsterdam. I'm flying around the Schiphol airport. Yeah, I'm at a loss now. Where am I headed? I thought this was the one. Wait, this is where we need to be. This way, right? Headed on the right path again. I think we were headed on the right path before. Ouch. frames are dropping. So as we get closer to autogen, the more autogen means a higher frame drop. Even like on the medium settings right now, I am seeing a rather low FPS, which is just around 21, 22. But no worries there. Should be fine. Game's looking absolutely gorgeous. But we got just one thing to point out here before we get there. So this imagery that you're seeing down there, what Microsoft has used to basically create this game, this was last updated, like it isn't recent. So when you look it up on Google, you see the most recent satellite images. But when you look it up, what you see over here may not be recent. So as I did a couple of, I just wanted to figure out where we need to fly to, and what I understood was that maybe the exact things that we were able to see on what we call Google Maps is not exactly available in that same format over here. So the running track that you were talking about on Discord is something that hasn't that I couldn't really spot. But let's work on it together. We may be able to find it out, like where exactly it is. Yeah, I'm sure that building would be there, but the running track which was supposed to be in a red, that is kind of MIA right now. So we'll find it out. No worries there. Just a heads up. Rather low frames, 18, 19, 13, dropping on one frame. Ooh, that's rough. Medium specs is like, look at the frames, it's so varying. I mean, there's not a constant bit rate over here. I'm hoping I'm headed on the right path here. I'm assuming this was the one. It's going to be so sad if I'm headed on the wrong path again. Neither am I, buddy. Neither am I. I thought it's over here, this area here, but I'm no longer sure. I can't spawn at the coordinates because it takes me like at an altitude. I can't spawn on the ground over there, because if I do, I wouldn't be able to take off because of the crash detection that's on. So if I just bang into a building before I would be able to take off. So that's the problem. But let's have a look. I mean, I think we may be over here, right place we need to be at. Let me slow it down for you so that we can have a proper look. Head north for a while. Alright then. It's a little bit rough. flying VFR in an area which you're not you're not aware about. Let's pull up the flap so that we can fly a little bit faster there. Let's stay clear of the airport there. We have traffic landing. We'll head east, then we'll head north. Buddy, I just want to stay clear of the landing traffic around Schiphol right now. If you see on the left, you'll see some live traffic. That's other players of the game right now who are flying. I really wouldn't want to mess with them. Let them continue their flying, and once they are done with what they're doing, then we'll come back. And see, if you follow here, then you mean that the lake is supposed to be somewhere over here then, or over here? Checking out. Let's go. Okay, let me turn left. I think you're right. The one that's right in front of us right now. Let me slow it down. I think you're right. Yeah, this is the one. Now you know. I think I took off the wrong runway and headed up in the wrong path. I think this is the area that you were talking about. Or is it this one? Okay, the long one over there. That one? Yep, I'm heading towards it now. How gorgeous everything looks to you. I mean, I think that's what it's about. Sorry buddy, not keeping tabs on these exams for now. I have no idea.
500.
I have absolutely no idea. Down to 3 frames there. Doing some water flying. Look at those reflections there. Oof. Yep, at the lake it is. Ah, shit. Ah, crap. Okay, that wind did not go as planned. The plane just lost control. I just lost control of the aircraft there. Ouch. Sorry for cursing there, guys. Channel monetizing? What do you mean, buddy? I wish they had the satellite imagery over there here as well, so that we could have actually had a look. Vigo, were you able to see where you wanted us to head, or was that good? Super chat and stuff. I think that you need to have a certain number of followers for that to be enabled, buddy. I think. Okay, then we'll head on east this time. So we took off from 36 center. We went towards the right, but I think we missed it by I don't know what margin. But you know what? We'll depart from 36 right over here, and then we'll see. It's over in this area, right? And now we know which lake we need to be looking out for, so it's okay. Let's do it again. No worries, we'll head out over again, taking off from Schiphol, Amsterdam, and come right back to our friend Vigo's area. The waypoint is wrong. We're ignoring the waypoint anyway, so IFR doesn't really matter. Waypoints don't really matter right now. Oh yeah, I saw your DM, buddy. East of the lake, right? So I headed towards the west. I need to head towards the east when we're coming in from the long ways in. So that's something that I'll be vigilant of, so that we can totally have some fun there. But I mean, I think that's the best part about this game, where everything is modeled so perfectly. Or if not perfectly, I mean, it's still better than a lot of stuff that we've been using, that we could just totally have spotted that place. I mean, we will do it again, and let's head on over to Delhi after this. Let's look at my house, and if there's any other requests coming in, I'm totally game for taking it up. It looks absolutely maybe after this I have New York planned as well, where we take off from JFK, head on to the Statue of Liberty, have a look at how the new World Trade Center is modeled, the central thing. It's absolutely well made, and we should be having some amazing fun. Try not to fly one thing into any of the buildings, and yeah, I mean, we should be able to have some fun. Right, let's be vigilant about that. Once we load in, we'll take care of that. I'll probably be at 1,000 feet, as slow as possible, so that we can have a look at the building that we are trying to see here. Not long to go. This game does take a longer time than usual to spawn in, but once we do. We have a really good time to have fun there. So not a lot of wait to left go. I apologize for crashing earlier, but it's all part of the game. It's all part of the fun. We're on the ground at Sheepfold. Let the aircraft load. We'll give it a couple of seconds for the loading to complete. It still looks a little bit wonky frames wise. 17 frames there, 11. Oh, of course. I mean, once we see it, once we know what we're going for, I would definitely love to do it. Crashing is fun. Not in real life. Whatever is not fun in real life is definitely not fun on stream. Oh shit, that's just messed it up. Okay, that's our parking brake being released. Frame rate is just heading down south, but we should be good now. Let's get rid of this caution message. Let's turn on pitot heat so that caution blinking can go off, and park brake is off. Let's add some power and let's let our engines go. Crashing is never fun in real life. I mean, not unless you're, I mean, there's a loss of money, there's a lot of life, a lot of people, you know, who save for what they collect and then losing that. Crashing is never fun. Okay, rotating. Just 10-degree rate of climb, positive rate, gear is up, and we are going up in the air. There is the lake that we need to be aiming for. Let's zoom out. Let's head on in third-person mode and enjoy some views there. I'm trying not to climb to a decent lot of height, so that spotting the building doesn't get too tough. Let's pull back on the flaps. Oh, sorry. Let's pull back on the flaps and have some fun there. The sensitivity on this thing is absolutely amazing. You just flick it just one bit and the aircraft just topples. There's 1,000 feet. Oh, I think that's the lane we need to be pointing towards. I said on the wrong path again. A firms up. I believe the building that we might be talking about may be this brown building over here. That one looks like similar to the picture that you sent me.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf is type Beechcraft B36 4 miles northeast of Schiphol 800 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace. Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Schiphol approach. Squawk Tree 427.
There's the
Squawk Tree
roundabout and we're heading
Beechcraft
east.
Sierra
I mean,
X-Ray
yes, that looks like it is the building that we're aiming for.
Beechcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf radar contact 5 miles northeast of Schiphol 500 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Cleared through the Charlie airspace Beechcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf.
Oh, there was the running track that we saw earlier on the Google Maps. Let me turn this way and around. I think we found what we were looking for. I mean, there's the running track that you were talking about. This is where that building should be. Minecraft भी खेलेंगे भाई, जल्दी खेलेंगे. Oh, it just goes crazy. Ah, shit. This is something's wrong with this aircraft. Yeah, it's not there. That 30-year-old building is not there. I think that was our attempt. Aircraft crashing again at the same area has definitely got to do something with this spot. But it's okay. I mean, we tried our best. Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly how you want it to be. I hope you were able to get a screenshot there. I apologize if you weren't. Let's head down to New York. Let's head down to New York. There is actually, you know what? There's a Statue of Liberty, right? So let's take off from Newark then. Let's fly from Newark on to Tweed, New Haven. Where is it? Here. Which is where Yale University is. And should be a shortish flight. And we'll take. I'm done with this aircraft. I'm definitely not flying this again. Let's fly the Cessna 152. And oh yes, please stay on. We're now going for a tour of New York. We'll be flying close to the buildings, some nice building surfing there. Field located next to your house. Buddy, from what I know, there are trees over there, right? From what we discussed on Discord. Trees that are owned by your family. I'm not sure if this simulator with its crash detection mechanics would allow us to land there. And maybe we'll do it some point. At some point we will. We can definitely try it. But this New York office is something that I've been meaning to do for a while now. I really want to have a look at the Empire State Building. A very dear friend of mine requested me to fly there, and so we're gonna have some fun. And drone mode. Oh yes, absolutely. Maybe at some point, yes, we could. New York one takes importance. For now, yes. I mean, we've already flown in Europe. I would love to fly at some different areas now. Taking up to US, maybe explore Singapore, Bali. All of these areas I would love to explore. And yeah. Okay, we're in. That is New York.
Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra ready for departure.
Let's go.
Runway 22 right.
Now we're in the Cessna, which I'm pretty sure will not be crashing on us the way it was crashing for us earlier. Let's open up our VFR map just in case if we need it. And so yeah, we're headed down the right path. Perfect. Hey Tanmay, welcome back to the stream, buddy. Park brake is removed. Let's add some power. Not much, buddy. We just were flying in the Netherlands near Amsterdam, and now we're in New York. We are gonna go look at the Statue of Liberty, the World Trade Center, the Empire State Building, and the entire New York skyline as a whole. Our airspeed is coming to live. That's 50 knots, 60 knots, and rotate. Less laggy. What version were you on, buddy? I mean, it definitely makes an impact. I downloaded the next 1909 is quite old. So I updated my drivers for the graphics card, and I got some amazing results from that. So I'm pretty sure Windows Update would have had the same kind of result for you.
Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra continue for east departure.
Let's head on towards east, and let's have a look at the Statue of Liberty first. I think now I know where I'm flying, so I'll head down over the exterior view, and there's the skyline. There's New York as we know it. Coming up on 1,000 feet, that should be good. And oof, look at that. Let's make the scene more dramatic, should we? Let's add some clouds here. Ooh baby, that looks gorgeous. Show my graphical settings. I will do that, buddy. Once we land from this flight, I will open up my graphical settings for everyone to look at. Head on to my Discord channel. What I'll do is, Tanmay, I'll take screenshots of my settings and I'll post it on my Discord. So if you haven't already, join my Discord. If you just do an exclamation point Discord in the chat, Nightbot should help you with an invite. If not, there is one in the description of the video. Even if not that, I will help you out with that if it's not there. But one of these two should definitely work out. Look at that scene. Oh, gorgeous. There's the Statue of Liberty down there. I think 2,000 feet should be good. Let's do this flyby from the Statue of Liberty. Let's go like a low pass over the Statue of Liberty. How does that sound? I mean, It would definitely kill our frames, but it should be well worth it. Perfect. Thank you for that, Kushagra. I see a certain someone has logged into my video. Ooh, that looks gorgeous. Gentle drop. Let's pull the power and let's go down fast. Nosedive here. New York is beautiful. Oh, I swear, man. And this angle. Ooh, I haven't seen New York from this angle, but ooh, this. I mean, what I could do next is once we're done with this, let's climb to a point where the frames are good, and then we can add snow, and we can look at how New York would look in a snowy environment. I mean, that sounds interesting. There's the Statue of Liberty coming up. Oh yeah, man, Corona has been messing with our plans quite successfully. Let's take it a little bit towards the west, getting closer, and frames are already taking the nosedive. This is default scenery, guys. I mean, how good does it get? How good does it get? Sorry. How good does it get? This is default. Let's add some power, climb back up again, and head on towards the World Trade Center towards our east there. The frames are cooperating, but we won't overstress them for no reason. That beautiful yacht there. Ooh. This entire game and the way it's modeled. I mean, look at that. Oh, gorgeous. Look at those reflections of the clouds. Ooh. I think I'm more excited than anyone else right now. Oh, look at that. Look at those buildings. Look at how they're modeled. Oh, let me take this. Ultra? Definitely not, buddy. It's definitely not ultra. It's medium high. That's how good this game is. Ultra, I can't even imagine how it would look at ultra. And my frames are at 12, 17. Definitely not ultra worthy right now. Look at Manhattan there. I mean, look at it. The turbulence from those buildings is just killing it right now. There's the Empire State Building in the distance there. Flying towards it, flying over the island of Manhattan, and absolutely having some fun. I think we should stop climbing now. This should be a decent height. We're getting some decent frames now. But ooh, this is medium. I can't stress this enough. This is medium. This is medium settings. Okay, medium high. I don't want to paint a wrong picture. This is medium high. Some of these settings are set to high, but definitely not ultra. Buddy, I will stay tuned for that. I will show my settings. I'm not saying I won't. Let's just stick around for that. I don't want to pause my stream in the middle first to show the settings. Let me land, then I'll show you all the settings that you want to see. So let me fly to my destination, and I'll be more than game. And there is the building that we've flown here to see. Gorgeous. Pulling it in. There's a MetLife building. Oh, and that's a classic as well. We've grown to see New York from so many different angles that every building looks familiar. Maybe not every, but a large chunk of it. There's Central Park, the beautiful Central Park. GKOP, we don't do that here. We definitely don't do that here. And as we come over the Central Park, our frames just took a nosedive there. We know of a certain pilot also doing these kind of streams. Let's not name him, but I'm not going to be following. Yeah, doesn't even matter. Then let's not go down that road where we have to answer that. Let's come up with something original. I mean, I can call this the PRITHVI tour. Since we're on a world tour, we can take it up on a PRITHVI tour, and just that can kind of make it personalized and can show that we're Indian. And let me change the name of this video live stream right there. Exploring the PRITHVI. ये भी सही है, I know. कुछ ओरिजिनल करेंगे ना भाई. I seem like a good man. Thanks buddy, thanks for that. That's 2,300 feet. We are at a decent height over New York. Everything's looking good. Oh, there's another flyer over there who's supposed to be doing some low circuits again. You see those lights flashing? That's another plane. The aircraft just continues to climb. Oh, look at that bridge. I think that's the Brooklyn Bridge if I'm not wrong. So beautifully modeled. Kushagra, I think my moderators have that option where they can change the stream, but good or bad part is that none of my moderators are online at this point of time, so it's just me. Let's head on to New Haven, should we? It's towards our east there. Let's open up a VFR map so that we can land quickly and our dear friend Tanmay can have a look at our settings there. Let's add full power, everything's good. Let's continue climbing, and yep, New Haven is supposed to be there, so we are not far off from our plan. We should be good. Let's just follow this guy. We should be actually turning a little more towards the north there, which is okay. We'll just do that now. Should we go over the clouds? Let's have a look. Let's see if the Cessna can handle that. Not that wildly, Cessna. Come on, don't kill us. We've already died twice on stream. I don't want to be crashing all over the stream. Nobody. I took off from Newark. That's a Kilo Echo Whiskey Romeo. Buddy, again, it's not supposed to be a long stream. About an hour more. I mean, after this, we'll be exploring Delhi, taking it over my house. This is LaGuardia below us. LaGuardia Airport. You'll go to New York first thing in the morning? Sure do, man. It's a beautiful place to fly at. So when I used to fly on X-plane, of course. So when I used to fly on X-plane, I once did the longest flight known to man, which was from Singapore to New York. We flew the other way around. We didn't go over Europe. We flew north towards China, Japan, Russia, crossed the ocean near Alaska, and then crossed the entire American continent to land at New York. That was a 17-hour flight, and I was on for the entire duration. Maybe when we reach a certain milestone on the channel, I will do that again. And yes, I know, in the game, given the fact that Corona is there, we really can't fly at the moment, but as much as we'd wish to, I think we need to start. I think that's a good, decent altitude, 3,500 feet, and now we can start to focus on our ground speed now. Yeah, man, I did it on a weekend. So yes, since I work on the weekdays, I don't think there was any issue there. And then so if you're new to VATSIM, if you're new to flight simulation as a whole, there is this annual event that VATSIM hosts, where they do this thing where you cross the pond. So when you fly from Europe to America or America to Europe, there is this thing, there's an event where you get like top-down service all along your way, ATC service, and that just makes it all the more interesting. Even with the kind of traffic that we had on that event, and everything, with the way the ATCs were brilliantly managing the traffic. I mean, I flew from Vienna to San Francisco on that flight, and even that one was around 13 hours. So we've pulled some long ones with X-plane. Let's see how well this simulator allows us to fly, and we should be having some good amount of fun with this one again. I didn't sleep. Nope, 17 hours no sleep. Autopilot was on the entire time. Maybe not the entire time. I mean, we were flying. We did take off manually and land manually, but I couldn't have been hand flying for 17 hours. I flew the 777, and that was a beautiful, beautiful aircraft to fly. Okay, that's our path. We should be. So yeah, either we can follow the coastline ourselves, or we can follow the direct. Hi mom, welcome to the stream. Going through some clouds right now. Ooh, this is gorgeous. Look at that scene right now. Where will I land? I am headed to New Haven in US, where the Yale University is. My sister stays there, so we're just paying her a virtual visit. I'm flying through those clouds. This is so gorgeous coming out of the clouds like that. Guys, I'm just taking a minute here. Yeah, I'll be back in a minute.
X-ray Golf Sierra. New York approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra 4,600 feet. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray
Buddy, Vandka is the name of my sister, and that's who we're visiting right now. I'm right here, buddy, right here. Flying through the clouds. Should be fun. Okay, we headed on the wrong path. Let's fly a little bit towards the east there. I mean, that may just be a reason to fly on this route, but I mean, look at those visuals. I mean, I would totally fly on the New York countryside. It just looks so gorgeous. It was said to be a 22-minute flight. but given that we went through the whole shenanigans of flying over Manhattan, uh, we should be there in the next 10 or 15 minutes. I mean that you see that destination over there. We're not that far away from it, so we should be there pretty quickly. We're holding our altitude and we're flying as quickly as we can. We're at 93 knots. The distance from New York to New Havens was around 40 miles, 40 nautical miles. So we should be getting there pretty quickly. Hey Hari, welcome to the stream, man. What about my intro music, man? What is the name of my music? The intro music. Okay, that's a good question. I will let you know. I will let you know on Discord. I will have to search it up. I don't think I have that one saved. So I will search it up and let you know. Oh, Sanjeevan, I think should be busy right now. Oh yes, Tanmay, before I updated the drivers for my graphics card, it did crash to desktop a few times, but it hasn't really done that ever since I've updated them. No, I mean, I don't think he left it. Sanjeevan just, I think, probably is a little bit busy. And rightfully so, given that it's 11 here and Dubai is around an hour and a half behind us. So it's dinner time for him. Maybe that's why he's not online. So it's okay. I mean, that's not a showstopper for us anyway. In the meantime, let me quickly change the name of the stream here to what we decided. Cessna are supposed to be rather slow aircrafts, so I wouldn't be too worried about the kind of time it's taking us to fly a short distance as this one, but it's perfectly fine. It gives us a lot more time to explore and enjoy the views as they come along. And just like that, name of our live has been updated. Then I do believe a system like that does exist. I mean, it just requires a sizable investment. But once you do make that kind of an investment into a computer, you can run MSFS pretty smoothly. And I'm not sure if you're aware, but the new RTX 3000 series of graphics cards are coming out, and they're supposed to be pretty well configured to be running games as strenuous as these ones. But yes, if you compare it to other games of sorts, there is a definite chance of flight simulators taking up a larger resource pool than anything else. I mean, compare it to anything else, man. There's so much to do here. Our clouds, our aircraft, our scenery, everything is so beautifully modeled, and you need that kind of a computer to just load in and just process all of that. So, will I ever buy a computer? Bro, give me your credit card details, I will buy it right now. Just kidding, just kidding. Maybe sometime down the line I will update or my computer so that I can play this game on Ultra. Tanmay, I hope I didn't offend you, man. I was just kidding around. And look at that dark cloud over there towards our 1 o'clock there. That's so gorgeous. Is my house in the game? It's pretty similar to that building that we just tried to see, Vigo. I flew to that area. There is a 3D building there, but it doesn't look anything like what my building usually would. We're coming up fast. We're flying towards New Haven, and we're almost more than halfway there. We should be getting there pretty quickly. We're holding at 4,600 something flat feet, and should be pretty sorted over there. 0 V speed. Tanmay, I live in a flat, and that's what. So at your house, since it was an isolated building between all those trees, they did an okay job, because considering that there wasn't a lot of stuff to do, right? But where I live, there's a lot of buildings around, and which is why we had to kind of make do with whatever that was thrown at us. Oh, we're flying over again towards. We should be flying east. Hoodco place. Where is that? I don't know what's Hoodco place, man. Tell me, where is it? Which part of Delhi is it in? Near Ansal Plaza. Oh, right. Okay. Got it. No, I don't think I've heard of that. there's another aircraft, not too high, right in front of us at 12 o'clock.
Frequency change approved Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra. New York approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna 152.14 miles east of White Plains. Request flight following. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf.
We're doing some cloud surfing in a Cessna. It's also gorgeous. Live nearby? To hardcore place? No man, I live in East Delhi. But yes, what we'll do is after this we'll spawn into Delhi. We'll fly around Delhi. There are certain places that I would like to fly to. Once we spawn in, we'll go over to hardcore place. We'll go over to where I live, near about. Explore the area and head back in and do some landings at the Indira Gandhi International Airport. East, buddy. Rohini is in the west. After Delhi, do let me know, man. Where do you want me to fly to? I would be happy to take that request in and fly wherever you want me to fly to. Sydney? I could definitely do Sydney. Haven't we already seen your house? Here we go. I mean, I'm not saying no, but ideally I would want to fly to new places. Rather than repeating it what we have. I hope that makes sense. I mean, I would love to explore Sydney then on that front. How much distance is left? We're almost there. I'm just starting my descent now, so that yeah, one will fly a lot faster. And how are the ICAO codes decided, bro? That's for the ICAO body to answer. I'm sure there's a website that we can log into, type our questions and get our answers. So if you were to log into that website, starts with G. I'm pretty sure you know the full form of that website. Just log in there, type your question, and there should be answers coming in. And I mean, that's quite helpful there. Yeah, we go. I mean, I would definitely love to do that again, but once we're done with exploring most of the world, then we can come back around and start to focus on things that we would want to do better. I mean, so there. I mean, I would love to do a landing into London City, that steep glide scope, and there are a ton of things that I would want to do. So yeah, I mean, I hope you don't take offense on that. And Tanmay, Google, just Google how our ICAO coach decided. You should be getting your answers. Because I'm honestly speaking, I'm not from the industry. I wouldn't have the right answer even if I tell you something which doesn't make sense. I don't want to give you any kind of false information right now. Yep, we can definitely do that. We began our descent. We're descending at a rather shallow rate of descent, which is around 300 feet per minute. That allows us to go a notch faster and still be able to maintain our descent rate. We're almost there. Okay, our game just froze there. 2 frames per second. That's just interesting. $1070 is quite good. I mean, yes, I'm flying one, I'm using one, so I can totally attest to that. 1070 is a beautiful graphics card to use. As far as I'm aware, this airport that's coming up next is the Boulder airport, and the one that follows it is going to be one where we need to fly. Oh, this is the highest number of frames I've ever seen on this game. 44. I'm getting 44 frames per second. That's amazing. I mean, it almost feels like 60 FPS right now. I built my PC, yes. So, Nalmay, the best part about building your own PC is that you can, improve it as you go. So you can basically keep updating the components as you need them to be. So that allows you to basically, as you require, you can just keep upgrading whatever situation that you need to be in. Hey Addy, welcome to the stream, man. We did fly an A320 on my last stream, yeah. We flew one from this place in Austria over to Innsbruck. So we did a landing into Innsbruck with the A320. Not long to go, Tanmay. Not long to go, buddy. I think we should be on the ground in the next 5 minutes or so. Uh, 787 ADI is not available with the standard version. Hence, I won't be able to show that. And from what I'm sure if you're following the YouTubes and the articles of the world, and you would know that the 747 and the 787 isn't really well modeled. And as it is, I'm not getting brilliant frames in this game, so I wouldn't want to fly something that's a frame killer right now. And yeah, we go. I would definitely check that, and we can definitely fly around that airport once we're done flying around Delhi. This flight that we thought for ourselves just went on a little longer than what we would want it to be, so just bear with us. We're almost there. I mean, I could slew mode it, but where's the fun in that? There, exactly there, I can see where the airport is supposed to be. Right where that bay ends, that's where the airport is. I'm sure if I zoom in, it might show us as well. That area right there is the airport. Let me pull this up. We're at 3,000 feet, which is not bad at all. Buddy, I'm not sure of your specifications, but if you're getting 20 FPS, I would say that that's not a playable, what do you call, FPS by any measure. So I would recommend you to lower your settings down, and as in when you upgrade, you can pull it up back again. It's playable. That's brilliant. Yeah, I mean, it all depends on you. Many people when they're playing ultra, they feel that 40 FPS is not playable. I've seen those memes, so I'm sure everyone over here has. So it all boils down to your personal preference. And there's the airport. We can see the lights flashing, the approach lights. There it is. We're there. We're at New Haven. Land quickly, buddy. I can only land as quickly as the aircraft would want to fly at. I wouldn't want to stress this aircraft, and neither would anyone want to do it, right? Absolutely, buddy. Tanmay, sorry, Addy. We can definitely have a look. We'll maybe at one point, if you want to get the flight simulator 20, we can fly it together, or maybe sometime over the next plane. We can definitely do that. But the best way to learn is to load in and just fly and just learn as you go. There's not a lot of things that because one, I am not trained myself to fly a Cessna. This is something that I have also picked up just by doing it, and the skills are transferable, man. We're lined up with the runway. Let's pull back on the power and continue on our descent profile. I sadly can't see the PAPI lights. Oh, we're too high. Oh crap, we need to descend a little bit quicker now. Let's pull on back on the power. That's absolutely bringing down our...
New Haven Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is 3 miles south with Kilo to land. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra New Haven Tower.
We're going in. Yeah, man. When you compare it to airliners, any GA aircraft would be slow, and Cessna is like the slowest among the GAs as well. So
follow the Cessna 152 on final. Wind 284 at 8.
we are at idle now, and we're still quite high on the descent profile, but we should be fine. We're getting some amazing views of New Haven while we come in. That must be a pretty cool place to live. Still quite high. 4 lights, 4 whites on our... Let's add some power. I'm sure there's something wrong with the PAPI there. That does not look like we're too low. Sorry, too high. That looks like a proper descent profile to me. Just managing our... We're coming in with 11 frames per second. That's definitely... Yeah, man, I've been to New York in real life.
Hold short runway 2 execute 801.
The frames are absolutely killing me. They're getting on my nerves. It's becoming difficult to land. Crossing the threshold there quite high. 1 frame per second. I can't guarantee a butter right now. I'm getting 1 frame per second. I have no way to figure out how to land this safely. Yeah, I mean that lag is just... It looks like a PowerPoint presentation right now. Yeah, we just banged that aircraft down. Yep. That, and now it recovers. I mean, what was that? Now we have 30 frames per second. It was as if this game was out to kill us.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra turn next taxiway.
Let's exit the runway over here. I've never used up the entire runway on a GA aircraft. This has to be the first.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra contact ground on 121.7.
Let me just park up here and we're done.
Execute 801 cleared for takeoff runway 2.
Yep, Tanmay. You've waited for so long. Just a minute more. We're at the terminal. We're gonna park up behind this bus here, which is in the middle of our taxiway there. So let's just assume that we have to park up behind it. Oh, it's moving. Okay, we're just stopping here. We're assuming this is the point that we need to be at. Let's head on back to the main menu. That was a successful landing. I would assume that. As long as our landing gear was good enough to taxi back, we are good. Although I'm pretty sure in real life that gear would have shattered with that landing. Okay, let's head on to the options, general options, and I'll have a look at our visual settings. So there it is, Tanmay. My VSync is on, it's locked to 60 FPS, although I'm never getting to that. I'm on the higher setting for anti-aliasing. Vector data is at high, buildings are at high, trees are at high, grass and bushes are at high. Level of detail is at 100. We have the clouds at 100. The texture resolution is set at medium. The filtering is set at twice. And the texture synthesis is at high, waterways are at high. The contact shadows are at low, ambient occlusions are at low, windshield effects are at medium, and reflections are at medium, light shafts are at medium. We have the bloom on, and the depth of field is at high. Rest everything else is for the multiplayer. Turn off the VSync. I'm not sure what kind of an effect it has, but I know that it shouldn't be that big of an issue. But let's turn it off. I'm not sure what kind of an effect it would have to our flight, but that's it. We are done. No problem, Tanmay. Thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good night and have fun. Okay, onwards. Let's check, as Vigo was telling us. Let's check if Deelen Airports is there. I'm not sure if Deelen is there. Delta Echo Echo Lima Echo November is not there. Let's check for Turlet, which is supposed to be Tango Echo Romeo Lima Echo Tango, and that isn't there as well. Sorry, Vigo. Okay, that means we are good to travel now to Delhi. Let's do a circuit around Delhi. Let's have a look at what our Delhi looks like. That should be a 15-minute flight, and we'll call it a day after that. Let's just take off from here, and then we'll fly around. And I'm not sure we will land. Just have let me also have a look at what my area looks like on this game, and that shouldn't take long. And then we'll call it quits on the stream for today. Sorry guys, it couldn't be a long stream. I had to start late because of work, but the weekend's not that far. It's Thursday soon. Sorry, Thursday's over for us now. Friday soon. That means just one day left, and on Saturday we can do like a proper stream, again a long one, and we can explore all the areas that we're left with, be it Sydney, be it the area Vigo wants us to fly to. We've not seen Africa, we've not seen Madagascar, we've not seen we haven't seen South America. We have seen South America to the point where we flew around to Rio, but there's a lot of areas we're left to fly into. We're left to fly into China, Japan. It's all to there's a lot of stuff left. We've just been oscillating between America and Europe for now. So once we're done with that, we can definitely plan for some long streams on Saturday and Sunday and have some good time there.
Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Oh, on that note, on Europe, we're left with a lot of stuff over in night time. We're left with Paris, we're left with London, we're left with Manchester, we're left with Oslo, Norway. It's all going to be a lot of fun. Oh, my VFR map is on. I need to shift the time to day. I mean, when you look at it, a large part of Europe is also left. I mean, there's a beautiful place called Greece that we can fly into, and I mean, Europe. If we take up a GA aircraft and just fly around Europe, that's a 7-8 hour stream in itself, and we are just going to be exploring Europe on that stream, and I'm sure the views are going to be breathtaking. The game seems to be stuck. I am not sure what's happening. I'll give it a minute. Let's see if it comes back to life. Otherwise, we may have to end the stream now. Oh, that's way back. We are back. The sim is responding again. That's brilliant. Let's release the parking brake. Let's get going. Add some power. We're at Safdarjung, facing the other way. Add the power. Aircraft starts to veer towards the left. That's okay. And let's take off power. That's set. Airspeed has begun to come to life. That's 40 knots. V1 and rotate. It's always so smooth on the Cessna. Always so smooth. Oh yes, worst case. I'm sure I'm okay with that. I mean, see, I'm planning that next stream, that whenever we do it, is going to be on a weekend where we'll have plenty of time on hand, so we can absolutely do a longer flight. I mean, the distance for then really would not be of any kind of significance. We can fly to whatever part of the world which we want to fly to, without a care in the world about how long it takes us to get there. But to my fellow Delhiites in our chat window right now, we are over Delhi. We are over South Delhi, and we are going to be having some fun. Let's head on to our outside view with third-person view, and we can start to enjoy this. There is the Lotus Temple in the distance and the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. There it is. If right over our wing there, we'll see it, and right under the wing now, popping in, is the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. Oh, that's too bad, man. We will find something to do on that day. We'll figure out something. This road is where the parade happens. That's the parliament. This is where the India Gate is. That's the Rashtrapati Bhavan below us.
Delhi approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna 152 3 miles northeast of Safdarjung. Request flight following. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Delhi approach. Squawk 6175. Squawk 6175 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra. Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra radar contact 3 miles northeast of Safdarjung 2,900 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Oh, definitely, Vigo. We'll definitely have a look at that and come in and do whatever that time permits. This is me exploring my hometown, but this is where I live. So what we call this area is the Millennium Park, and I'm right approaching my house now. So if you ever research about Delhi and India, you'll figure out that there's a very famous temple in Delhi, which is called the Akshardham Temple. We're just flying over that now, and where I live is just about the east of here, just about. So the road that we see is where we need to be flying. So we're coming up over my area. And these buildings over here, which is now under us, is where my house is supposed to be. As I mentioned, there's not a lot of space over here in between the buildings, but they've added it. So that's one thing that I would feel is wrong. As I was talking about it, Vigo, that it's not the best representation, but it's much better than what we've seen in other sims. This area over here is supposed to be a mall, but they've shown it as a bunch of buildings. It's funny, I mean, when you look at it, it's quite funny. Some things are not that well modeled, some things are modeled to perfection. So it all comes down to the fact that how well that area is flown into, I believe. The more the air traffic, more detailed it is. Okay then guys, I believe this is going to be doing it for the stream for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you had fun, but it was a short stream definitely, but we had some fun, and hope it was as good as I wanted it to be, as good as you thought of it to be. And we go live next on Saturday then, and we'll have some good time then. So thank you so much for tuning in, and let's just enjoy the FSX music till the time the stream logs off. Thank you for tuning, and see you next time as well to you, Vigo. Thank you.